Hey, this is Brad from Blue Nile Farm. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about weed whacking around the property, and I'm going to show you a tip on how you can keep all that grass off your jeans or off your legs and off your boots. It's just another technique that I found over the years that will definitely help you stay a little bit cleaner, because that's one of the biggest things I hate when I weed whack. Then we'll talk about a few other little issues as well. Anyway, stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoy the video. So when it comes down to using a weed eater, I like using the Stihl, a commercial model, but I don't really care what brand you use. You can use any brand you want. Just get one that's strong enough that it can deal with tall grasses. And if you're out in the agricultural land, on a farm or in the country, get yourself a commercial model, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of bigger, tougher grasses. Secondly, do not use that little cheapy orange style weed whip string. Go get yourself some heavy duty stuff. This is Stihl's, I think it's called CF3. It's actually a real strong multicolored string. It's designed to cut and not break so much where you're going to have to replace the string. And that's really what it comes down to. Get a real strong string that can handle tall grasses, and it's not going to constantly break, and you're going to get more mileage out of it. This stuff is the way to go as far as Stihl's concerned. I've used this and I've had very good luck with it. And I haven't really tried a different brand, but I know as the landscapers, they all have their own type that they use. But again, I'm not dealing with, nice pretty grass and lawns. I'm dealing with big, thick stuff against buildings. And this stuff works really good for you. So I suggest you get something that's heavy duty that'll work. So what's the key to keeping the debris off your legs? Well, it's pretty simple. They're chainsaw chaps. They're made of nylon. They're made by different brands. This one obviously is a Stihl brand, and it is about $100 to $150 depending where you buy them. But the idea behind these chaps are, if you're running a chainsaw, you're not going to put the chain in your leg when it's running and basically bleed out or lose a bunch of meat. So there is a purpose behind them, but it's dual purpose now, because you can also use them when you weed whack. And because they're made of nylon, all that grass just kind of brushes right off these things, and they don't stick like they do to your jeans or your legs. And they're cooler because they're in the back is open, so you're not going to have your whole body's entrenched with nylons in the summertime. It's 80 degrees out right now. It's not really that bad, but I'm not sweating out wearing these either. And this is definitely a little bit of protection. If you hit a rock or something that hits you, a little bit more protection is not going to hurt. And if you whack yourself with the weed whacker part, which I hope you don't ever do, again, you have a little bit of protection for that as well. But this is the key, and these are things that I suggest that you should have before you start weed whacking. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm done after I do a little bit, and I'll show you the difference of how it keeps the grass completely off your legs. All right, so I just weed whacked the entire side of this building and all the way down and in between those two buildings. And I got a lot more to weed whack, but I just wanted to show you really quickly, these nylon covers, the grass just blows right out of here. And I'm going to continue on for about another hour of weed whacking, and I'm going to come back. I just want to show you the end results, because these chaps are the way to go to keep yourself clean, and they're a good safety device. And I don't think I want to bore you watching me weed whack around my property. I think that's kind of silly. So let's look at these chaps for a second. These chaps are full of grass, and they did their job. They're both made of nylon, but when you look at my jeans and my shoes, look at how perfectly clean they are. You can't ask for much better than that. I got more grass on my body and on my arms than I do on my legs, and that's a rarity, because normally you're just loaded with them. And I think this is a great tool. Probably protect you from poison ivy and other things as well. So they're definitely worth it. Well, that concludes the video on using chaps when you're using a weed whacker. They're a universal tool now that I found that out. And I tell you what, if they're worth every penny, especially if they can save your life when you're cutting with the chainsaw, and if they can keep your pants clean and maybe keep you away from poison ivy and other itchy substances, I think you'd be more than happy using these when you use a weed whacker next time. I'll tell you what, it was well worth the investment. Like I said, about $100 to $150, and give them a shot. I think you'll be really happy with the results. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.